Hi everyone, it's me Ray and welcome back to my channel. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Pag-uusapan natin ngayon ang aking top 10 sa Miss Universe Philippines Interview Challenge. I-review natin ang kanilang mga performances isa-isa. So, bago tayo magsimula ay huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe, like at i-hit ang notification bell para maging updated kayo sa aking mga bagong videos. At dahil dyan, simulan na natin ang aking top 10 kay Miss Bohol Pauline Amelings.
And I am Pauline Cucharo Amelings, 26, from the very beautiful province of Bohol. I am part Belgian, part Bolanon. Belgium is known for its chocolate, Bohol is known for its chocolate hills, and I love chocolate. I also love to draw. Growing up, I would always make greeting cards for my parents on their birthday, but now I also make coloring books for kids. And another thing I want to share is that I am such a thalassophile. I love the ocean, I love to swim, and that has led me to the amazing and thrilling sport of freediving. It's a lot more quiet now that we're actually seeing the end of the pandemic, and I'm actually very happy about that. So I'm just focusing now on preparing for this pageant and trying to let go of the perfectionist in me and enjoy every moment. Someone who listens and who actually does what he or she promises, and someone who can listen to the different needs of the community and then do something about it since they're the ones up the ladder. Being a free diver, I would love to share more about the beauty that we can find underwater in Bohol. And if you'd like, I can be your personal freediving guide.
For my number 10 spot is Miss Bohol Pauline Amelings. She is very confident in answering questions. Napaka-natural lang niyang sumagot sa interview niya, yung hindi mo kakakitaan ng kaba. She talked about her hometown Bohol. Very straightforward answer about the president she's looking for. At makikita mong nakatingin lang siya sa camera. Hindi katulad ng iba na parang may binabasang placard habang nagpi-video. Hindi naman natin alam kung ano ang setup nila while doing the interview round. Good performance for Miss Bohol.
Otakondasan, or good day everyone. I am Genesis Latugat, 22, proud Igorota, hailing from Baguio City. I belong to the two of the many tribes in Kalinga, namely Gaddam and Gilayon tribe. Growing up, I've been very fascinated with the arts. It has helped me in many ways, and I use it as an escape and turn it into one of my passions. That is why I decided to take up architecture. I also discovered that I can be really adventurous, as I recently tried cliff diving. I am also fluent in gay lingo because I love and I'm surrounded by people who are part of the LGBTQIA+ community. For the 2 years, I realized that it's really important for me to take risks. This pandemic is not the end of everything, and this is the moment where I can reflect on myself and do everything I can for me to have a greater and better experiences. And right now, I'm grateful that I was able to be part of the Miss Universe Philippines and making all of the dreams that I've always wanted to happen. Definitely, the qualities that I'm looking for a president are accountable, reliable, and definitely who has integrity. This quality really reflects that they have the compassion for our country. They are putting a lot of sacrifices and being able for us to achieve change and betterment for our country. And for those who are going to vote for the upcoming election, I hope that we are going to look for these qualities for our leaders, for us to achieve change and betterment. Uniquely beautiful that I can tell about my hometown is definitely how diverse we are, how diverse our culture, tradition that we are carrying. As part of the indigenous peoples, I can proudly say that I am carrying my hometown with me. I am the representation of my hometown, Cordillera and Baguio City, that we carry the beauty of this culture, the beauty that we can offer our different countries. The nation that we have is something that we need to be preserved on because this is our.
For my number 9 spot, Miss Baguio, Genesis Latugat. She is so engaging in answering questions. Not a pageant patty ang mga answers niya. She has personality. I like her more because she mentioned about her ethnicity and tribe, and she's very proud of it.
Everyone, I am Celeste Cortesi representing Pasay. If there is something that people don't know about me is that I really love eating. I'm very adventurous when it comes to food. I like to try, I like to explore new things. I even tried balut here in the Philippines and surprisingly, I liked it very much. I'm also a chocoholic, meaning I just need that piece of chocolate every time after every meal or else my day wouldn't be complete. Among the things I really like to do, I like doing CrossFit. I work out almost every day. And I also like meditating. I take at least 15 minutes a day for me to just stay by myself with my thoughts and to just release all the stress that I have. Well, because of the pandemic, actually, I wasn't able to see my family anymore. So now the only thing that I really think about is the fact that I miss them so much and I just want to visit my mother. However, during the pandemic, I was also able to find a new passion, which is in real estate. And I'm very proud of it. I think that it was a very hard time for everyone, but we were able to rise from the occasion and find new passions and a new purpose. The qualities that I look for in a president is someone that, first of all, is committed into leading the country in the best way he can, someone that is aware of the history of the Filipino people and know what to do about that, and someone that is always open to ideas, someone that can listen to the people and find solution for the country. I will say Mo Arena. I think it's the best place in Manila, and we even hosted Miss Universe in 2016. So I think that really showed that Filipino people really have a great talent. And Mo Arena is a place where we hosted a lot of concerts. And if I were to talk to someone from another country, I would definitely invite him to go to Mo Arena and watch the Miss Universe Philippines 2022.
For my number 8 spot, Miss Pasay, Celeste Cortesi. We all know that Celeste Cortesi was not the best when it comes to communication skills way back in 2018, due to her mother tongue was not English. But I still put her on my list because despite of she was tense with shaky voice, ay mapapansin mo yung pagiging relatable niya at consistent siya. Hindi siya scripted. She answered each questions very well. Despite of being tense, hindi siya nag-struggle sa pagsagot niya sa question. At alam naman nating lahat na consistent siya sa lahat ng mga challenges ng Miss Universe Philippines.
Good afternoon, I'm Annabelle McDonald, 21 from Visayas, Oriental. And at the age of 15, I became my own lawyer to fight for my own rights as a child. And I've also sold barbecue and bread to get by, and it would have been easier to let my life go up into flames, but instead I've used the heat of those adversities to transform myself into the woman that I am today. I'm now a full academic scholar at the De La Salle College of St. Benil, counselor in diplomatic affairs, and I've also let pageantry and its possibilities light the way forward. Even before the pandemic started, life used to be this arid desert of impossibilities. However, I've learned that as long as you believe in yourself and know that the unshed tears that you have said in your prayers can actually light the way forwards and also become the rain that it needs to foster my life now into the Eden that it is. The qualities I look for in a president would first and foremost be compassion for his or her people. And secondly, it would have to be integrity. When you have compassion for your people, you can never go wrong. And when you have the integrity, the moral backbone, and the honesty to do what needs to be done in the right way, you can be the president of the Philippines. Visayas Oriental, being the land of golden coconuts, is rich in agriculture and culture itself. I would bring you to Mount Kalindawag of Naawan, Visayas Oriental, since it's the ancestral domain of the Higaonon community. And I've had the privilege myself to be with them and experience their culture for myself and partake in their rituals and ceremonies. And it would be an enlightening experience for all of you to be there, considering that you not only become a sustainable tourist yourself, but become an advocate for them.
For my number 7 spot, Miss Misamis Oriental, Annabelle McDonald. She is technically good as public speaker and very good in her delivery. She is speaking with so much confidence, good in pronunciation, diction, and so on. Perfect public speaker.
Good afternoon. My name is Sashi Chiesa. I'm 26 and I'm representing the home of our first Philippine hero, Lapu-Lapu City. I'm an independent filmmaker and I studied to be an actress. I'm really passionate about telling Filipino stories and making sure that we portray strong Filipino women on the big screen. An interesting fact about me is that I love the very controversial fruit durian. I have a very wide palate, and there's no food I'm too scared to try. This courage to go for things that are kind of scary has taken on in all of my life, and I've moved to different places on my own, and it was scary, but I learned a lot. It has been 2 years. I wasn't able to see my family. It was actually a very difficult time in terms of being lonely and having to adapt to a new situation. Life for me now is the complete opposite. I am surrounded by everyone I love, and I'm able to reconnect and also reinvigorate myself as well. I'm looking for a president that's able to adapt to new situations. As we've seen in the past 2 years, unprecedented things can happen. A president also should be able to create opportunities for women and make sure that all genders of our nation are well supported. I want to tell people about an island in my hometown called Kauhagan Island. Was completely destroyed by Typhoon Odette. And that makes it very unique in terms of their struggles this year. But what is so beautiful is their spirit and their smiles and how they're able to stick together as a community. I think that's something that we should all learn from.
For my number 6 spot, Miss Lapu-Lapu, Sashe Chiza. She speaks with confidence. Alam mo yung tipong ang sosyal niyang magsalita. Ang lakas makaalta. Ganun siya magsalita. She's very articulate. I can listen to her all day long at hindi ako mabobore. She has a very beautiful voice. Napaka-sassy.
My name is Johnny Chiarsana, Miss Universe Philippines, Davao del Norte. Hi everyone, my name is Johnny Chiarsana. I am a medical laboratory science student at Tagum Doctors College. I always say that music flows through my veins because it's my passion. I compose songs, I write lyrics, and I sing and play musical instruments. I also love exploring new possibilities, and praise God, I am a valedictorian with highest honors in senior high school, a national Sudoku champion, and international research competition second placer. Lastly, I express myself best using poetry, and whatever I write, I share to other people so that I hope to be an inspiration in their lives as well. Currently, it is better than it has been the past 2 years when the pandemic started, because during the pandemic, I really felt the impact with depression and anxiety that it brought now that I wasn't able to interact with other people. Currently, now that we are slowly going on to the new normal or going back to how things went before the pandemic, I am way better now because I get to see the people that I love. The qualities that I look for in a president are first, compassion, second, a listening ear, and third, a very good decisive mind, because with compassion, they are able to think of solutions for problems that are good for the people. Second, they really need to listen to the needs of the people in order to rule well. And lastly, they have to be very good decision makers so that they wouldn't be swayed by other people's opinions. A uniquely beautiful place in Tagum City, Davao del Norte is the Energy Park, because there you can really be free to do whatever you want, to express yourself, because you are very liberated to just be yourself, be with the people that you love. You can talk and you can play bike and just enjoy your day.
For my number 5 spot, Miss Davao del Norte, Jean Orsena. She speaks very comfortable. She knows how to use every words to be powerful one. I love her.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Caro, 25, from Iloilo Province. I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. It was where I found my passion for Polynesian dancing. I pursued my master's degree and professional career abroad, yet I long to be back to the place I love the most, Iloilo. While I can speak 4 different languages and am of 4 different ethnicities, I consider myself 100% Filipino who loves sinigang and embodies the silent strength of the Ilonggo woman. Like many Filipinos, I come from a tight-knit family. I'm the youngest of 9 siblings, and I've lived in the Philippines for over 15 years. So while I have a multicultural background, I am every bit a Pinay at heart. Life is actually very nice right now, simply because we've struggled through so much over the 2 years of the pandemic. And as someone who learned so much, such as the power of vulnerability, I've not only been able to recognize the most important things in life, which is our health and our family, but I've been a president who is transparent, who has humility, and at the same time looks out for the well-being of the Filipino people, not only the privileged, but also the underprivileged. I also hope to see a post-pandemic era plan so that we can progress into this modern world and also strengthen our economic stance for the rest of our country. Oh, that's a great question. The most uniquely beautiful thing about my hometown is the Kalinog Plaza. It's where my grassroots are from. And as I reconnected with my roots and visited there recently, it's a place where people can go to so that they can feel their best selves and truly experience the beauty of the municipality of Kalinog, its people, and what it truly means to be a Kalinognon with the power of their silent strength.
For my number 4 spot, Miss Iloilo Province, Vanessa Caro. She has a lot of power in every word she talks. She can respond directly to any technical question na binibigay sa kanya. She is good when it comes to communication skills. Gustong-gusto kong makinig sa mga sinasabi niya.
Hello everyone. I'm Nicole Suwon Mendiola, 23, representing Northern Samar. One thing you should know about me is I love numbers. I'm a finance corporate analyst and a civil engineer as well. I'm also a sports fan. I love to watch motorsports racing and basketball. And personally, I also play volleyball, Muay Thai, and boxing to de-stress. This is actually my first time joining any pageant competition, just fresh from graduating in UP Diliman last year. So yes, I'm a versatile woman embracing new experiences and new opportunities as well. So though I am new, I can definitely offer a new perspective to this and will just show you all my best self by just being me. My life now since the pandemic helped me to change my perspective. So I learned the value of relationships, valuing the people that we love, because I know that a lot has lost their loved ones. So what I'm doing now is I'm just really valuing the relationships that I have and continuing to maintain them in the best way that I can. The qualities that I look for in the president are just 3 things. First is accountability, that would forward the best interests of his or her people. Second is empathy, someone that would understand what the people needs and act with kindness towards it. And lastly, competence, someone that is strategic, that can move and lead this country towards the struggle that we are now facing. A uniquely beautiful thing about my hometown is, of course, its people. The people there are warm and would welcome you anytime, anywhere, wherever you want to do. They always put a smile on your face and would always make it a point to make you happy and feel the home of the Nortejanos in Northern Samar.
For my number 3 spot, Miss Northern Samar, Nicole Mendiola. She is one of the surprises in this competition. She is spontaneous in answering questions. May substance talaga yung mga sagot niya, na para siyang isang diplomat or spokesperson ng government.
My name is Chantal Elise Legaspi-Schmidt, 20 years old, from Cebu City, of course. I am a law student taking up international business law in Germany, and I am a self-supporting student through my job model and a German foreign language teacher. Additionally, I am a former art student who has a penchant for all things symbolic. And while I am currently studying in Germany, I hope to remain in the Philippines and aspire to one day own a fair trade company, specifically a fashion company, that compensates workers fairly and appropriately while still selling my products at a reasonable price so that fashion and self-expression can become. Life for me now has been very different from what it has been before. Before the pandemic, I was deeply extroverted and reliant on other people to keep me sane. As a depressed and anxious person, I have now come to terms with what it means to be alone with your thoughts and to be comfortable with your past and your present. Qualities I look for in a president are accountability and visibility. I want my president to be visible not just on social media and not just on the streets, but also in the more rugged parts of our country, doing their work. And additionally, I want them to be held accountable, because while we all make mistakes, we all have to be held responsible and accountable for them so that we may always improve. A uniquely beautiful place or thing about my hometown, Cebu City, is that, of course, we are deeply spiritual, and that is embedded into all of our culture, all of our community. And so a uniquely beautiful place and thing would be the puso weaving, puso being hanging rice, in all parts of our city, really. And puso is deeply symbolic because it was used as offerings to the diwatas back in the day. And so that is something that really symbolizes Cebu.
For my number 2 spot, Miss Cebu City, Chantal Schmidt. What I like about her is the clarity of her voice and the delivery. Kapag nagsasalita siya, makukall niya talaga yung attention mo at makikinig ka sa kanya. She is one of the best speaker in this year's batch of girls. Aside from having a good face and long legs, perfect candidate.
I'm Julia Calleja Sadier, 27, from the fiery province of Albay. I'm a stunt woman, a martial artist, and an actor. And although I've been athletic my whole life, I actually only started training in martial arts 4 years ago. I was doing my master's in China at the time, and I was so inspired by Kung Fu films that I decided to learn Kung Fu myself. I lived in a Chinese monastery and military school where I was training for 8 hours a day. It was a very grueling experience that's led me to my career now. And as you can see, I'm a very all-in type of person and always down for good adventure. This pandemic has been challenging on so many fronts. I was injured, so I couldn't walk for 3 months. I was so sick, I was in the hospital. I think through it all, it's made me more grateful for life. It's made me realize that I have so much strength in myself. It's made me become more ferocious and tenacious with everything that I do. And I'm super happy to be joining the Miss Universe Philippines pageant and to be standing in front of you today. This year is such an important year for Filipinos because we get to decide our future. For me, I look for honesty in my president. I want someone who has a vision and a plan for my country, because I believe in the Philippines, I believe in our potential, and I believe in our power. And so I want a president with vision. I want a president with integrity. Albay is known for its perfectly shaped Mayon volcano. Mayon volcano is a symbol of power and a symbol of something that is dangerously beautiful. And I would love to invite everyone to come and see Mayon volcano. I think that she's a symbol of what every Filipina is, because she's beautiful, but inside she has a deep reservoir of power.
And for my number 1 spot, Miss Albay, Julia Sobier. Aside from good substance na mga sinabi niya in answering her questions, nagmo-modulate rin siya, kaya napakagandang pakinggan ng kanyang boses habang nagsasalita. Ang sarap sa tenga. She is one of the heavy favorites in this competition. Kinumpara pa niya ang Pilipinas sa Mount Mayon na ganun daw ka-strong yung mga Filipina. I'm rooting for her. That will be all in today's episode in my channel. I hope you enjoyed this topic about Miss Universe Philippines Interview Challenge. Please comment down below and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to hear more updates about pageantry. Thank you very much for your support. Paalam!